We're going to talk a little bit about communication, how we communicate with a horse, how they communicate with us. They certainly are much more aware of body movements, attitudes, gestures, body language than we are. We have a spoken language. We have words that we can use. They do not. So their observation of us is very, very keen. They're quick to pick up on if we are afraid, we're angry or frustrated. Any of those emotions in us can put a horse on the defense really quick because he sees it. Well, the way we move around and our voice, of course, are two big parts of communicating. Our body language that our horse is reading has to have punctuation. If it has no punctuation, he's really stuck trying to figure out what we are trying to get across to him. If I write you a letter and there's no capitals, no punctuation marks, no spaces between the words, you can eventually figure out what my message is. But it's going to take a while. And it's going to be really slow going. Well, sometimes the way we handle our horses in teaching and training and so on can be kind of like that. Our body language is confusing to them. Instead of bringing clarity, it brings question. If we keep on long enough and enough repetition, our horse will probably get it. And then sometimes, we'll say, well, see, it pays to be patient. Well, if our body language had punctuation, he would have caught on much quicker. And he would have felt a lot better about it because he would have known what was going on. As I have stated before, and probably will again, horses hate guesswork. They need to know, they need to understand. So our body language and our voice, our volume and our tone and so on, needs to continually be bringing a horse to the place where he feels confident with us. And at the same time, bring him to a place where he realizes he needs to behave himself. It can be both ways at the same time. If we are quick, then there is the issue of the horse's personality. Laid back, or we might say a dull horse, they need awakening. They need crisp body language from us that puts them on notice, that wakes them up. And our voice tone should carry that same thing. They need awakening in order to catch on to what we're trying to teach them. If we don't get them awake and aware, it's just going to go in one ear and out the other of that kind of horse. We have to remember they are not as interested in this relationship as we are. They would just as soon be out eating grass. We are the ones that want to relate to them and train them and use them and enjoy them. Then there is the bright, quick horse. Sometimes that horse is called high-strung. That's too bad we have terms like that. He's just bright, he's quick, he's very aware of his surroundings. And because he is, if we are slow in our communication, in the way we indicate to him, he's going to get frustrated because it's not making sense to him. He's already awake and aware. He's already paying attention. So we need to meet him on his level. Don't treat him like he's a laid-back horse. Don't treat a scared horse like he's confused. Don't treat a confused horse like he's resistant. There's all those things that we absolutely have got to sort out. And remember, like our horses, we have a history. We have a personality, a disposition. We can bring to the table some preconceived notions. And our horse is the same way. Whether we raised him or not, he has a history of how he has come to view human beings, how he regards them. And that all has to be sorted through. You can't just throw it all in a can and shake it up. It has to be sorted out and separated so that we can come to our horses with clarity and confidence and calmness. If we do that, they learn so much quicker. But like I mentioned before, if we have no punctuation in our body language and our voice is confusing to them, yeah, with enough time and repetition, they'll probably get it. But it could have gone so much quicker if we had been aware and careful. Again, it takes time to learn these things. But if you're aware that you need to know them, you will probably learn them quicker. And I can tell you this, after 60 plus years with horses, we never stop learning. There's always more, and that's what I always felt was so enjoyable about the vocation. There's always something to learn. Okay, thank you. We'll talk again.